Hello, my name's David Settle. I'm here with my wife, Anita Settle. We own Touching Hearts at Home, located here in McPherson. And we wanted to take just a few minutes to talk to you about our services, and in particular, who our clients are. First of all, we want to thank you for taking just a few minutes to watch this video. Our clients many times are, they may or may not be your clients. They may or may not be someone that has come through the healthcare system. Sometimes they might be referred to us just through family that they have concerns for mom and dad. But often we're called upon as part of the cog in the healthcare system to care for folks or to help care for folks that are transitioning home. And they need a little help because we want to keep them safe. What we wanted to talk specifically about is the questions that a family might want to ask of the home care agency.
Well, many of the questions we hear asked are you licensed? And of course we are in the state of Kansas. We are non-medical. We take care of all of the needs that are daily acts of daily living. It's showers, med reminders, light housekeeping, meals, any number of things that will help a client be able to stay home independently, but with some help. And they'll ask, are your caregivers employed by you? Yes, we pay them, and we do background checks, we do reference checks, we interview them, and we train them.
Some clients may require, for instance, a Hoyer lift, and the caregiver may not have a lot of experience with that. So we'll send a trainer or someone that has that experience. Oftentimes it's one of our PRNs, and they'll go in and they'll spend time with a caregiver and make sure that they're comfortable and that the client is comfortable with that caregiver providing that for them. Anita mentioned that our caregivers are our employees, and they are. We provide for their workers' comp, and they pay their withholding. They're W-2 employees. They're also insured. Another question might be, does your agency provide 24/7 care? And we do provide that. Sometimes we need a little bit of advance notice for that, because it does take a little bit to put a team together. But we do have enough PRNs on staff that we can usually get started pretty much right away, and we'll be able to assemble a team fairly quickly, depending on their location, of course. But sometimes if they're out far away, if they're 100 miles away, it might be more of a challenge. But most of our clients are located somewhere within a 50 or 60 mile radius of our office here in McPherson. Minimum hours required. We don't really have a minimum, but what we do tell our clients is that it's easier for us to attract a caregiver to work for them if we can give them 3 or 4 hours, and if there's a drive involved, it probably needs to be 4 hours minimum. Unless, for instance, if they're located in an area where we have a cluster of caregivers, we might be able to get by with a 2 or 3 hour shift in the morning and another 2 or 3 hour shift in the evening. And we've done that for a lot of clients, and so we try to make it work specifically for whatever the need is. Mm-hmm. And we do have the ability to cover gaps, if in coverage. For instance, if there's a call off, we've got the ability to cover those things. Mm-hmm. We've got the staffing to cover that. And most of our caregivers are very good at giving us advance notice if they're unable to make the shift. And we've got a pretty good track record for taking care of those quick notifications.
And one of the questions we'll get asked is, can they take, uh, can the caregivers take the clients out to outings and to appointments, and that is one of the things we offer.
We do offer transportation, and we do like to get them out. Like all home care services, the things that we do provide, it's personal care, bathing, grooming, dressing, toileting. We want to be able to provide respite for families that are, especially if it's a high care situation and families are really struggling because of they're just not able to get any rest. That's why we're here, is to give them a break. And companionship is probably the number one thing that we do. All of those other things are important, but loneliness is a big issue for our seniors, and our caregivers can really help with that.
In meal preparation, our caregivers encourage the client to cook with them, help them with preparing the meals. So they're not doing it all for them, but they are assisting them.
Right, and then they'll sit if they're not eating very well. Sometimes it's just having someone there to eat a meal with them, and our caregivers can do that as well. Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this, and we will see you soon.